This week in Destiny, we have April 25th, 2024. We have some updates to share about power level. It's not over 9,000 yet, but it's rapidly approaching 2,000 with the launch of the final shape. So before that happens, we want you all to have the most detailed info possible about difficulty options, progression, and experience. And this is only one of the topics of this week. Have you checked our latest trailers? I have. They were great. How power works in the final shape. Pantheon starts next week. A new modifier arrives in PvP. Iron Banner final week approaches. Dress to Impress Cosplay Cosmodrome is here. The Archie plush is available again. They obviously released the new trailer. If you haven't seen the new final shape trailer, go watch it. It was fantastic. Got me super hyped. We got some good Cade voice lines in there, and we love to see it. We got to see some of our enemies that we'll be fighting throughout the week. If you haven't watched all these videos, make sure you go check out either Bungie Bulletin on their socials, on Twitter and everything. They've been posting them all over the place. We got some new desktop wallpapers. Snag. We got Cade leaning up against the wall. Snag. Some great wallpapers. We got some mobile wallpaper versions as well. All right, so here's how the power level will work in the final shape. Fireteam power was announced at the Destiny 2 showcase in 2023, but we've got a lot more coming with the final shape when it comes to improving how power works in Destiny 2. We've revisited our power system and overhauled our UI to make power more intuitive and approachable than ever before. You'll find a whole bunch of changes detailed below, all made with the following goals in mind. Power offers a meaningful progression that rewards players with a real sense of getting stronger. Destiny 2 is a game you can always play with your friends regardless of your power level. Also a W. We like to have new players come in and just start experiencing the game with us. That's what we thrive on as a community. Getting new people in, get them into raids, let's go play. Lower the barrier to entry for Destiny 2's story content. Also a W. This is great for newer players. We love to see newer and returning players. We want people back into Destiny. It's a good thought process. Power should be intuitive and understandable, both for experienced and new players alike. So it looks like we're directing a lot of our updates towards newer players, right? And that's kind of what we want to see. Good thought process so far, but also obviously we have our diehard Destiny players that want that sense of accomplishment. Hopefully they're not diminishing that in any way. Fireteam power in the final shape, playing with friends will be easier than ever. No matter if you play every day, haven't played in years, or are trying Destiny 2 for the first time. The player with the highest power level in the fire team will become the power leader, and all other players in the fire team will be brought up to a 5 power below the power leader if their power isn't already higher. All right, fire team power only affects activity difficulty, and your adjusted power level will still determine the power of your rewards. Being a power leader will also give you a boost to any commendations earned in the activity. That's pretty cool. So give the people that are already up there, their distinguished rewards, but also like let other people get in the activity. It's pretty cool that we can get like a brand new light and bring them into an activity, and it boosts their power level so we can get them involved in mechanics. That's what I enjoy, being able to get somebody involved in mechanics right off the bat, because that helps people enjoy the game more. You can get all the gear you want later, but being able to hop into the game and enjoy it immediately is also a W, because the diehard players are gonna play regardless, right? We're gonna keep playing regardless. Your power level will now be displayed next to the activity power cap. So we have an adjusted power level, all right, and then you have some new difficulties. Expert on the Nightfall? No, the expert's already been there, right? We just go from normal to GM, man. Is expert always there? That's been there? All right, cool. Don't put that in the video. Jesus, I'm an idiot. Your power level will now be displayed next to the activity power cap right by the launch button, so you can easily determine how difficult the activity will feel, not just feel. All right, so obviously your lowest player, 1950, they're going in with a 2000 right here. It boosts them up to an adjusted power level of 1995. Great year, by the way. Great year. When your power is increased by fireteam power, your adjusted power will take its place. So uses the power leader, and obviously some more people are with them, bumping them up to 1995, obviously. Removing power limits from legacy gear. One problem we encountered when designing fireteam power was power limits found on older gear items. Makes sense, because they're capped out. You might have noticed as you read about fireteam power that the adjusted power shared by the power leader would sidestep the caps on old power limited items, making it possible to ignore them. After thoroughly considering the problem space, we came to the decision to remove power limits on all items. So that's actually really cool. So you're gonna get some old stuff that you wouldn't be able to usually upgrade its power. So I mean, I assume you'll be able to get some light level improvements on some very old gear now. That's pretty funny. Power bands. We're improving power bands to further lower the barrier to entry in the final shape. The soft cap will only require 40 power to reach, down from the usual 150. That is a significantly shorter grind to the power cap. So this makes sense now. So whenever the final shape comes out, this is why they're only giving us 3 days. This is why they're giving us 3 days, because this is not going to be hard to overcome. We're going to be getting pinnacle gear immediately. This change should allow new lights enough time to get familiar with the core Destiny's gear power system before stepping into the broader game without holding them back. You can easily achieve the soft cap by playing through either difficulty of the final shape campaign. Okay, so you don't have to go through the legend difficulty to get to the power cap. So you'll be able to do it through both. If you complete the campaign on legend difficulty, you'll be rewarded with an entire gear set at 1960 power. So it's plus 20 into the powerful band. Okay, that makes sense. So we're still rewarding the legend difficulty, but we're letting even the regular difficulty get past the soft cap, or get to the soft cap. So if you play any difficulty, you're going to reach the soft cap, which is going to be 1940. If you play legend difficulty, you're going to get halfway in between the soft cap and the powerful cap. So you're almost maxed out to where you're going to need pinnacle gear. All right. And then as soon as you hit that powerful cap, then you would need pinnacle gear to get that last 10, as usual, all the way up to 2000. Pretty good. Honestly, pretty good. It makes it easier for the newbies and the people that are casual players that don't have as much time to grind. Let them get to that powerful cap almost as quick. Obviously, just not as quick, right? Activity power. Beginning with the final shape, the power level of activities will become much easier to understand. We're also making it so players can enjoy Destiny 2's story and free roam content at any level, okay? Activities will be divided into 2 categories, power disabled and powered enabled. Kind of similar to like trials or regular PvP, right? Power disabled activities play the same for everyone, no matter the power level. Anyone at any level can jump right into the experience, right in and experience them to the fullest. As such, increasing your power won't change the difficulty you experience, and you can't over level the enemies in these activities. Power disabled activities include campaigns, both normal and legendary difficulties, seasonal story missions, free roam destinations, Crucible, and some legacy content. We're already familiar with power level disabled activities, mainly in PvP. Bringing it to the PvE experience is pretty cool. Yes, we're going to be going to 2000 on the light level for the final shape. Power enabled activities, by comparison, and where you grow stronger by improving your power, these each have an activity power cap or a power level at which you will have achieved maximum effectiveness. We've improved our UI to show you exactly what these activity power caps are, and if you have achieved them, enemies will have a set feel for how tough they are even at the cap. But you will notice yourself getting stronger as your power level grows. Power enabled activities include Vanguard playlists, Nightfall, seasonal activities, exotic mission rotators, Trials of Osiris, raids, and dungeons. All the higher level big end-game content. Here's a chart of the difficulty tier. Looks like GMs are going to be 2020, obviously 20 levels above the power cap, usually how that is. Oh yeah, what about the artifact bonus power? The way you earn bonus power from the seasonal artifact is staying the same, perfect at its core, but we've balanced it to be better, to better offer a meaningful and rewarding progression given other upcoming changes. All right, with the additional time offered by each episode, we've increased the number of weeks with seasonal challenges, and they will also be receiving a buff to their XP rewards. Given this, we needed to make some adjustments to the XP requirements for artifact bonus power levels. Our goal for the rebalance were that actively engaged players could attain similar artifact levels achieved by the end of an episode, and that artifact power remains a rewarding pursuit throughout. Okay, so every episode it looks like we're gonna have a new grind to do with the artifact. Account-wide power, wait, what? Titan, Hunter, Warlock. Most of us play primarily just one, but what if it didn't have to be so hard to walk into different classes? Shoes, greaves, strides, boots. Funny. But we're also lowering the barrier to entry to play multiple classes by introducing account-wide power. Starting in the final shape, the gear rewards you earn on any character will drop at a power level relative to the highest power on the count. Okay, so basically whatever your main is, whenever you get that guy to max light level, you go swap over to somebody else. You're going to be getting that high max light level gear immediately. You don't have to grind the other guy up. That's actually a W. You don't want to have to do that grind multiple times. You want to get into in-game content on all of them. This takes away a lot of the time that we would spend power leveling. It does. It takes away a lot of that time, but we don't spend our time doing that. We do that the first week. We're done. First week, first 2 weeks, we're done. It almost becomes repetitive, and it takes away some of the repetitiveness from just doing that part. So you can go focus on doing other things like getting the new exotics, like doing the new activities, helping other people do their activities. It could be good, it could be bad, because you're taking away aspects of the game that people have known for a long time. I get that. We'll have to see how it plays out. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Cross-character power progression is now intrinsic to the game. Power boosts are no longer offered for sale. Campaign skips will still be available for all its characters. These changes aim to make switching between characters easier, so try. So you don't have to do the skips. You can do the campaigns on all your characters if you want to, but it makes it where you don't have to. All right, so we have a reward power. Finally, we're making some improvements to the power of rewards. For some time now, select activities such as ritual playlists have had a chance to dropping a powerful reward such as +1 power for players. Between the soft cap and the powerful cap. In the final shape, we're extending this beyond those select activities to just about every reward source in Destiny 2. This change will help players gradually reach the powerful cap no matter what activities they choose to play, so you aren't just limited to weekly. That's huge. You just go play the game and you get rewarded. You get your gear. Like, there shouldn't be specific things. This is a W. This is honestly a W in my opinion. Like, you should be able to go play whatever you want to play, enjoy the game how you want to enjoy it, and still be able to grind up. Obviously, you're going to lock that highest gear behind raids, dungeons, you know, trials, all the big stuff, but being able to get all the powerful rewards from everything is fun. That's good stuff. Additionally, we're improving the power rewards you purchase from vendors and collections. All items purchased from vendors will now drop no lower than 3 below your highest power level, and items reacquired from collections will be 5 below instead of all the way down at the power 4. True. All right, then we move on into Pantheon. Next Tuesday, Guardians will have a chance to face something we have never done before. Pantheon will unfold starting April 30th with 4 of the toughest bosses you've ever faced. All right, so the challenge will escalate over the coming weeks until you have to defeat 8 bosses in a row. We already went through all that on a previous video. So basically, we're starting at 4. I just saw Clyde's got a team and Sweatsticle's got a team. This is funny. So they've got a creator challenge. That's good. So we're starting off with 4 bosses every week. We're going to progressively add 1 more boss until we get to 8. Contest mode difficulty, super awesome. Great, fun idea. We love to see that. Team Clyde, 100%, man. To celebrate such an occasion, we're launching a friendly competition between some of our favorite content creators. 2 teams will race to be the first to complete Pantheon's weekly challenges, all while also taking on increasingly unique modifiers that amp up Pantheon's difficulty. The fire team that finishes first will earn a spot or earn a point, and after 4 weeks of challenges, so they're gonna do this every week, man. This is awesome. So we got Astacross, we got Frostbolt. Oh man, beautiful. 100% Team Clyde all the way. I'm sorry. I love all these names right here. That's awesome, dude. I can't wait to see that. We're gonna have to tune in, man. We're gonna have to watch Clyde play, do his thing, man. We love that. We love that. Welcome to hardware. No abilities, weapons only. Next week, Crucible Labs will feature Hardware Supremacy. The hardware modifier disables all abilities, including movement like dodges and Icarus Dash, although you can still use your power jump abilities, and puts the focus on gunplay. Collect heavy and special ammo from crates, and don't forget to pick up those crests. As with all labs, we will be paying close attention to how this modifier is received, so please try to give us feedback on what you think. I want to play it. We're definitely going to have to try that. This is what I've been asking for personally. Give me a game mode that's all gunplay. And then Iron Banner. Is Iron Banner next week? April 30th. There we go. I feel like Iron Banner was just here. Make sure that you get your multi-mock and your Tusk of the Boar. All right, let's get those quick. Let's be done. Obviously, we still have the Brave Arsenal going on, but let's get this Tusk of the Boar and multi-mock handled. All right, Iron Banner comes back next week, and then Cosplay Cosmodrome is back if you want to get involved in that, obviously. And then obviously we had the Archie mission at the tower where we had to find Archie, and that gives you Triumph to where you can buy the Archie plushie from the Bungie store. Awesome Twid. A lot of good changes here. Good PvP game mode. We got Pantheon coming with an awesome creator challenge, a bunch of power updates, making it easier for new players to come in. This is all very, very good stuff. I can't wait to see how it plays out in the final shape. That does it for this week's Twid. Make sure you like, comment, share with a friend, follow and subscribe depending on which platform you're on, and we'll see you in the next one.